What's up, boys? Today we're talking about running groups and how they can impact your training in measurable and non-measurable ways. The best athletes in the world train in groups, so why do you think that you don't need to? The truth is that investing in building a running group is one of the best things you can do for your training. It really brings energy and life to what you're doing in ways that will change the way you train and race. First, let's start by talking about the accountability side of things. When you have a group of runners that is coming together consistently and is going to train at a set date, a set time, you have all these workouts scheduled to do with each other, it's very hard for you to start missing these workouts. A lot of people have struggled with consistency. A lot of people tell me they struggle with consistency, and this is something that really helps. Once you have a set date and time and a set group that you are going with to do a workout or to do an easy run, it is much easier to get in there and do it. Because when you don't show up, it's like you are like betraying the boys. Like they are counting on you to be there and to get that work done. So it's a lot easier when you have this group of people that's holding you accountable to be there and to get the work done. And they also can push you to giving all that you can in your workout. So this way, once you're able to start training harder, hitting all the mileage you want to, it is a lot easier to make gains in your training. For example, for long runs, it's way too easy to cut mileage off of those. Say you're down for 11 or 12 miles and you end up going like 8 or 9 because you're running alone, you're like, it's okay, I don't really need to. The truth is when you're running with a group, there's this whole kind of hive mindset. You know, nobody wants to be the one who's going to wimp out and cut mileage off of that. They all want to be perceived as a strong, independent athlete. And so you will all hit your mileage if you are surrounded by truly masculine and strong athletes. Another thing about group training is energy. Now, I can attest to this fact. Once you have a group of people who all love the sport and who all love training and getting their work in and pushing themselves to be the best version of themselves, you get a lot of energy when you come and do these workouts. When you're on the track, when you're hitting these repeats, everybody's just having fun, everybody's laughing, you get some music going, and it's a great time. Now, this energy, not only does it not make things feel quite as bad, but it also kind of helps you fall in love with the sport, and that's the most important thing in your training. Really, you just need to fall in love with the sport, and everything else will pan out in front of you. Also, finally, discussions. Now, this may seem kind of out of left field, but having these discussions with your group of people is something that has been very impactful for my life. Once I run with anybody for, say, 5 miles, I feel like I've known them for my entire life. It's hardwired into our brains to be able to get to know people through running. It's a very, very primal thing. When you're doing your easy mileage and kind of chatting it up with these guys, you really build this bond that you can't otherwise. Furthermore, these deep discussions when you're running, they can really help you come to realizations that you haven't beforehand. For some reason, I find we're a lot less frightened, a lot more open to go deep on subjects when we're just kind of out here getting our work in, doing the run, than if we were at like a coffee shop or just hanging out and talking. Finally, let's talk about how to form a group, because that's kind of hard, alright? I know, but yeah, it's hard. You can do it, okay? Shut up, bro. So, first of all, you got your existing friends, you got like athletes you kind of know, and you got complete strangers. So we'll start with existing friends. Hopefully, unless you're an absolute scrub, you've got some friends that you actually know. Now, you can actually recruit these people and bring them in as your running group. Hopefully, some of them already work out. Hopefully, some of them are already doing fitness a little bit. They're a little bit disciplined, kind of getting their work in. So you can really sell these kind of ideas to different people. Say you have some friend that is really into health, and you can say to them, okay, look at this. All the health benefits of running. It's really good for your lungs, for your cardiovascular system, really leans you down, and can help with cancerous diseases later in life. If you have one friend that's like really ambitious and super into discipline, you can say, wow, this is really hard. You can strive to attain these goals, do these big races, and it really improves your life. Now, scheduling these types of events can be really hard, but here's one kind of not flashy thing that I've figured out that kind of will help you schedule these sorts of events. It's not super clickbaity or anything, it's just something that I've kind of figured out through life experience. And that's that if, say you have one very good friend, and he is very dedicated and is always wanting to go with you, and you want to go to the pool at 10 a.m. on Saturday. You're going to text this friend instead of texting this larger group and say, hey, do you want to come do this at this time? And of course, if hopefully it's a good friend, they'll say, yes, I will come with you and I'll do that. And by doing this, you kind of have somebody on your side. So now when you go to text other people, they're already, you're able to say, I'm going to the pool at this time with this person, don't miss out. And then people start to psychologically think like, wait, these people are going, I don't want to miss out on that. I don't want to be the one that's left out from this event. So scientifically, more people are going to come because they're kind of feeling this FOMO of not wanting to miss out on this training opportunity. Finally, let's talk about building a group of runners from scratch, from complete strangers. Now, there are a couple ways to do this, like word of mouth and joining a team, but the way I would kind of recommend to do it is by looking on places like Strava and Facebook. Now, these two places have large groups of athletes, generally based around each region. And it is very easy, if you are a little bit social and a little bit persuasive, to kind of get people together to run at these times. And by doing this, you'll kind of be able to get to know people in your area and build kind of this community of people to work out with. Now, this is probably not as good as joining with people who you already know, but it will give you a start and it will still benefit your training greatly. Either way, I would definitely recommend starting a group. It doesn't really matter which group or where you're located or how you're going to do it. It just matters that you start. I mean, man, what do you have to lose? It's simply just a text or a post away from you having a group of dedicated people to train with. And it will greatly improve you as an athlete and as a person as a whole. So, really, there's no downside to it. It's completely free and it's an actionable step you can take right now. Before you stop this video, go and text one friend. Call one friend and pitch to them the idea that you have. Start this group today and stop training alone all the time. It's not good for you. We're not meant to be alone as creatures. We are meant to be together. We are strong community builders. So as a group, you will survive, but alone you will die. Don't settle, bro. I hope this video helped you out. I'll see you around.